Hi YouTube, my name's Minty and welcome to my channel. Paul and I decided to go to Vegas for a vacation. Our original plans were to eat out on the strip, but when we got here, the Raiders game was going on and I think they were trying to qualify to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So it was actually pretty hectic and we decided against spending a lot of time on the strip and decided to go to Chinatown. We weren't initially looking for Chinatown, but we ended up being in the general area and a lot of the things we like doing was in this general area. So that's what we ended up doing. When looking for things to do, because we had to change our game plan, we stumbled upon these type of claw machine places. Traditionally, places like arcades will have claw machines, but that's not their primary focus. And these are primarily focused on just claw machines. So there's nothing else except claw machines. And so when you go get coins, you'll get the coins, you put in your money and it'll give you out coins. And typically it costs 1 coin. Our first location we went to was called Joyland. They recently had a grand opening on Thanksgiving, according to the staff. It was pretty empty, but the staff was super nice. Once we did a walkthrough, the staff member told us to go ahead and use the ATM machine there to exchange to the coins, and that's what we did. We put a 20, and it was honestly really easy to win at this location. We had a blast at this location, lots of fun. This was the first experience we had like this because traditional claw machines, you typically don't win very often, and these we were winning every 3 to 4 games, and that was really exciting, especially because the prizes were actually really nice quality. Now, when we went to this location, we saw that they had a prize wall, but we didn't understand it. Once we went to the second location, we figured out what that meant. But while you're at the location, you can actually convert your prizes into bigger prizes. So if you get 1 plushie, that counts as 1 point. You can trade it in and get a plushie that says trade in 10 plushies and you'll get this. Had we known that, we might have stayed at the first location a little longer, but we had so much fun at the first location that we said, okay, let's find another one of these to go to, and that's what we did. Now, one of the highest rated ones in the area was called The Claw. They have a big social media following, but when we got there, we didn't really record much. The ambience and the energy wasn't the same as the first location. It was very busy, lots of kids, lots of screaming. Music was super loud, and the staff seemed not as interested in what they were doing. At this location, the Claws were definitely the weakest, by far. When we first got there, we were winning, but then there was a big cold streak. We ended up spending $120 at this location, and we only got about 10 plushes. We almost got the same amount in the first location with $20. So we were actually really bummed out, especially because one of the prizes we wanted we thought was 10 plushes, but it was actually 8, and we had achieved 8 much earlier. It took us almost $40, if not $60 to get the last 3 plushes. And we thought that was kind of ridiculous. Once the staff saw we were struggling, they, adjusted some of the prizes and brought us a tote bag to be nice. But it almost felt like the games were being fixed, and the claws here felt like the traditional claws we're used to, where it's set for you to fail. So once we finished at this location, we were pretty disappointed, and we decided let's try one more location and figure out if we were just really lucky at the first place or if this second place just sucked. We decided to hit one up called Lucky Puppy Claw Machine Arcade. And lucky for us, it was right next to FedEx. We flew in, so we didn't have space to take all these plushes back, so we figured we'd have to ship them back. Being that it was right next to FedEx, this was perfect. Once we got there, the ambience was phenomenal. We actually really loved this one, and there was a staff member named Ken, hello Ken, who was actually really good energy and added to our experience. So we put $50 in and we said, okay, let's see what we can get with this. We were there for not too long, and after we spent the $50, we got a total of 21 plushes. So the Claw, honestly, what the hell? We got more plushes for like 40%, double the plushes for 40% of what we spent at your location. Incomparable, we'll never be back to the Claw. That place sucked. Honestly, they have great reviews, but it's probably because the other people haven't seen the amazing other locations that are now in the area as well. Overall, if I was to rate them from best to worst, I would rate the worst one, the Claw. Obviously, I made that pretty obvious in this video. Although it's a cool location and has popular following, it felt the least enjoyable out of all of them. The Claws definitely had the most wear on them as well. Our second favorite location would actually be the one that had the grand opening. It would be Joyland. Although we really enjoy this location, and had we known about the prize upgrades, we would have spent a little more time there. I think no fault at their own. We just had such a great time at Lucky Puppy, and honestly, we'd do both of those in a heartbeat once again. Both of them were super cool. The staff member at Joylabnd was also awesome. He let us film some footage with our camera there too. we didn't ask Ken at the last location. But honestly, both of those locations I'd highly recommend, and stay away from the Claw until they fix their stuff. I don't know what was up with it. It felt very off. So if you guys are ever in Vegas, I would highly recommend checking out these locations. It's a lot of good fun for not a lot of money. We're actually going to be, a lot of these prizes that we got, we're going to be gifting them for Christmas, which really makes this super fun. And being back in Kansas City, we don't have anything like this out here. So this is a concept that I haven't seen anywhere else. It probably is elsewhere, but we haven't seen it. So if you are in Vegas, check it out. I highly recommend it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. And leave a comment down below which of your plushes that we got was your favorite. I'd love to find out, and possibly we might send one of you lucky viewers one of those plushes. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and hope you have a phenomenal day.